Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time on my high school experience. So it was like years ago, it was like when COVID first started, I went to high school for the first time, you know what I mean? And it was pretty weird, like being around new people and stuff like that. But there is a bitch in this story that's going to play quite a significant role. Let's call her Rowan. So, in my induction day, I meet this freak, let's call her, I think that's the best word, called Rowan, and she's basically just the biggest freak on the planet, let's be honest. Like, I was embarrassed even breathing the same air as this freak. But, anyway, she followed me about the full day, and when I got in the car to go home, I was just like, thank fuck I'm away from this dusty-ass breath bitch. So basically, school then starts, and to be honest, it went quite smooth, but I did make one friend, let's call her Plum. So me and Plum are getting quite close, I'm not even gonna lie. And this bitch Rowan, she just can't leave us alone, you know what I mean? And this girl, I'm not even gonna make a name up for her because she's irrelevant. I don't remember her name anyway. This girl, she were like giving us dirty looks all the time, and we were just like, what the hell? And Rowan obviously tried to involve herself. So basically, it all came to like a really big turning point on the second week of high school. So this girl who had been giving us dirty looks was giving us dirty looks again, but this time it was in the like playground area. Not playground because it's a high school, but what else do you call it? Anyway, she was giving us dirty looks outside, and Plum had had enough. And one thing about Plum, she could fight, like, whoa, bitch, where did them hands come from? So anyway, Plum runs up, knocks the shit out of this bitch. I'm not even gonna lie, like, she damaged her, like, honest. It was crazy. Rowan's there, you know what I mean, just inserting a fucking greasy ass curly hair cell. I'm just like, oh my god, this bitch is gonna get put in isolation on the second week. But each to their own, innit? So basically, she gets out of isolation, and Rowan decides to follow me out of the class to go meet her, and she puts fucking hand sanitizer in my hair. Bitch, do not start with me. I fucking shouted at the bitch. I tried to walk away from her to my taxi, and she fucking jumped in front of the car. Like, is this bitch okay? I don't know what was running through this girl's head, but she was, honest to God, she was weird. She was so weird, I can't even stress enough. So, like, oh my God. She writes me a letter, like, saying sorry and shit like that. I didn't even, like, care. Like, I was just, like, looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck? She was just being a little weirdo. Like, I don't like weirdos. So, a few weeks go by, and I got excluded, but I don't actually remember what for. But while I was gone, Plum and Rowan started beefing. So, obviously I was going to be on Plum's side, because why the fuck am I going to be on Rowan's side? Like, get a life. So, while I'm gone, Plum decides to knock the shit out of Rowan, and I wish I was there, because to watch that bitch get her face broken up would have been the best thing I could have ever watched. Like, oh, wow. So, I'm messaging Plum back and forth, like, what the fuck? Like, how on earth has this happened? But I'll be back in a few days, you know what I mean? I get back to school, and basically the beef is still ongoing, and I'm just like in the middle. Well, not in the middle because I've picked my side, you know what I mean? But still, like, bitches aren't fucking with me, you know what I mean? So inevitably, I don't know the fucking word. But anyway, me and fucking Rowan start beefing, and tell me why this bitch is the dirtiest motherfucker I've actually ever met, mate. She starts spitting on windows. She starts doing all sorts. Like, what? Bitch, get your STD, fucking gonorrhea, fucking STitis. Spit away from me now, bitch, before I break your face. My anger's gonna go out on this bitch. So, this bitch tries getting in my face in the playground a few weeks later. Plum's still excluded. She literally took like a 3-month break, so God knows. So, she decides to get in my face. So, I backhand her, obviously. Like, I'm not going to let a bitch be in my face. Who the fuck would do that? Would you? No, don't think so. So, I backhand her, and I call her a fat lesbian. That's exactly what she is. You know what I mean? It's not hatred, it's just the truth. So I do get put in isolation for a few days for homophobia. Bitch, homophobia. Moving on. So the bitch decides to come in isolation with me, get in trouble with someone else, and she tries fucking speaking to me. Bear in mind, I'm in isolation with my brother. It's embarrassing as fuck, even being sat next to this bitch in front of my brother. Like, what the fuck? Freak as odd she is. But we get out of isolation, finally, and I just ignore this bitch. I get in my taxi and I go the fuck home because, like, I'm not even spending no time on this bitch. Like, it's been too much shit talking from your side, bitch. You leave me alone. So Plum comes back and Rowan, she's still trying to, like, be friends with us, like, try to join us, you know what I mean? But, bitch, we ain't joining forces with no curly hair, fucking noodle-head bitch. No, thank you, love. Get out of my life, out of my sight now. So, yeah, we just fuck the bitch off, and then Plum leaves. Like, what the fuck? I was literally left all the fuck alone. Like, what the fuck? So, thankfully, God actually answered my prayers because Rowan, with a dusty self, decided to get expelled. Like, bitch, bye. But we did actually start beefing over the phone. Yeah, that was actually... But I'm over it now. So let's get on to, like, the next era. This was, like, towards the end of year 7. And this weird-ass motherfucker, Edward... Oh, shit. You know what? Yeah, Edward, you little bastard. Decided to try, like, fucking harassing me for real. Like, what the fuck? Leave me alone. So he starts, like, touching me up and stuff. And I'm not being funny, the amount of slaps I gave this boy. Like, oh... I could have really done some damage, but I decided not to. But we did have a police officer in our school, you know what I mean? What were we called? PC courts or something we were called, I can't remember. But one of the days, I was just getting really annoyed at this motherfucker for keep, like, harassing me and, like, saying weird shit. Like, he used to be in the corner of the room, biting his lip and, like, growling at me like, bitch, find something safe to do with your life. So I start obviously going off at him in French lesson. Like, the bitch didn't like me already, the French teacher, like, she hated me. So she obviously calls for some backup. And this teacher started shouting at me like, bitch, you're causing all these problems. He didn't say bitch, but you know what I mean. Anyways, he accused me of all these problems. I said to him, like, listen, I've been getting harassed for, like, 5 weeks, mate. Like, it's not on. You know what I mean? It's actually not on. Anyway, he sends me to PC courts, the police officer. And I'm just, like, telling him all the shit that this weirdo's been doing. And bear in mind, this is the last day of year 7. So, like, you can imagine that it's a bit chaotic because I don't even know if the fucker's going to get any consequences. But anyway, school ends and it's the 6-week holidays. So, after the 6-week holidays, we all come back, you know what I mean? It's all good. No beef, no nothing, you know what I mean? I've got some new friends, new friend group, quite popular. But this bitch decided to start, like, giving us dirty looks. And it started from her, like, barging me with a handbag in the dinner hall. And I was like, bitch... Is everything okay in your mind and soul? Like, sort your life out. I'm not going to be here beefing females over nothing. Like, people just look for it, you know what I mean? And I'm not the one to give it. But if you push me enough, I will. Yeah, that happened. And it was like an ongoing beef for like at least a month. Like, it was crazy. But at that time, I was going down the hill. So I had a lot of detentions piling up. A lot of... everything piling up, to be honest. I was in isolation every day. I literally did not go to class, not once, from like December till February of that year. And yeah, it was just chaotic as anything. And I actually got kicked out. I got kicked out because I didn't do my detentions, like, bitch. Why the fuck? What? Anyway, no hard feelings, you know what I mean? But I got sent to a behaviour school. And to be honest, it was good because they let you fight, let you swear, let you do everything, let you smoke. Like, it was not bad at all. So I get there and I'm in this amazing class that I can't even, like, explain how good this class was. Like, the teachers were amazing. The kids were amazing. I actually had one of my, like, acquaintances from primary school in that class with me and we grew really close. So it were amazing. But there was this one boy in the class and he beat the teachers to a pulp every day. Like, why are they hitting women? Bitch, sort your life out before you get damaged. So, like, 2 weeks into me being in that school, I witnessed him, like, battering him for the first time. And I'm like, so you're really a pussy, aren't you? You know what I mean? Hitting women, but you won't hit the male teachers. Like, he used to throw chairs at him. And I just had enough. Like, I was ill that day, like I remember it like yesterday. I was ill. I tried getting up out of this like den thing in the room, and I banged my head on the top of it and it killed. And I was just like, nah, I'm done. So I just socked him, you know what I mean? I sucker punched him. Don't need no squaring up when he's hitting women, so I'm not going to square up with him. So I don't get in no trouble, obviously, because it's like, I did him a favour, you know what I mean? Like, and then there was this other boy, forgotten his name, but we had a few arguments, you know what I mean? Oh shit, he was called Donald. Who calls a kid Donald? Like, I'm not being... Let me stop. So me and Donald go back and forth quite a bit because it's a little weirdo. Like, he makes jokes about, like, essay and stuff like that. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. Essay, if that's what it's called. And shit like that, like, bitch, get something funny to joke about, you know what I mean? So, I do end up, like, kicking him in his chest, but it were only because he tried stabbing me. Like, he actually tried stabbing me with a knife. Get a knife away from me before I ruin your life, bitch. But, in year 8, Rowan decides to come to my school. But, you'll have to wait till part 2 to hear that story. Bye, guys.